Here it is, not quite Halloween, but we are already thinking ahead to the Christmas countdown. That is actually the title of a new holiday rom-com novel by Holly Cassidy. That's the pen name of international best-selling author Hannah Mary McKinnon, and she joins us now. I'm not really one for Christmas stories, but I really like this one because one of the characters just isn't into Christmas.
Oh gosh, no, she really isn't. Callie's rather heartbroken after being dumped unceremoniously by her childhood sweetheart. So she's sitting out the holidays this year, or that's what she thinks, but then her sister intervenes.
With kind of an advent calendar of challenges and treats.
Yes.
But nothing material. It's all things to do to kind of get her out of her shell.
Exactly. So the task and treats calendar, the tasks are always linked to a treat that she receives the day before, and it's all stuff to get her out of her shell. So there's baking, of course, Christmas cookies, and there's sledding, where she has to get other people involved in races and things like that. So it's all to give her back her zest for life. And of course, she might meet a rather dashing baker along the way.
Well, it is a holiday romance.
It is.
So yeah, and it does have that cozy, warm ending. And I love your description of the baker. He smells a bit of sugar.
Yes, a spoonful of sugar that Callie might just need.
Yes. And I like that the idea for this came out of an advent calendar that you would make for your kids.
Yes, that's right.
We've got a picture of the original here.
Oh gosh, oh yes, that was a long time ago. I can't remember when I decided to do that, but it was an advent calendar where I would siphon off Halloween treats on Halloween night, because there was always an abundance of stuff. So I'd take 24 pieces, put them in little paper bags, string them up, and add a task and a treat note alternating days. So the task would be things like laying the table or helping with dinner and things like that. And the treats would be staying up an extra 15 minutes or having Dad read them two bedtime stories rather than one, things that didn't cost any money. Because the holidays are expensive and they were going to get plenty of loot on Christmas Day anyway. So that's where the idea came from. I thought, how could I build a grown-up version of this advent calendar for someone who's essentially down in the dumps?
A special treat in the book for me, and I noticed it right away. There's a bookstore that Callie loves, and it's called A Different Drummer, which is a nod to A Different Drummer. And the bookstore's owner is Ian, who owns, so shout out to Ian, A Different Drummer. And that's where you're doing the book launch a week from Saturday.
Yes, exactly, November 9th. So I knew I wanted a bookshop in the book. And I thought, well, instead of making one up, maybe I can use one I know and love. And I asked Ian if he would be okay with me using A Different Drummer, and him and his wife too. They feature in the book, they have cameos in the book. And he said yes, so I was absolutely delighted. So where else could we have the launch but at A Different Drummer? It's such a lovely store. I love it.
And you're going to bring your own Advent ideas there.
Yes, definitely. And there will be DIY Advent calendar kits to take home for however many people will be there, as long as supplies last, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. And this is a palate cleanser for you, because normally you're writing like thrillers.
Yes.
And what's the one that you're writing on now? You're working on now?
The one that comes out next year is called A Killer Motive.
Oh,
so very different.
From holidays to
very different. Yes. So this was light and romantic, and you have to deliver a happily ever after in a rom-com, obviously, otherwise it's not a rom-com. But in the thrillers, things don't necessarily work out for everybody at the end.
No, there's no happy ending there. Okay, right. So always a pleasure to talk to you. I look forward to your next book.
Thank you.
And we'll get the details up on our website at chch.com/morninglive. Do I call you Holly right now or Hannah Mary?
Oh, Hannah Mary's fine, but I answered both.
Okay, so A Christmas Countdown is out now. It officially launches a week Saturday in Burlington.